Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Outside the Ropes. I am your host of Outside the Ropes, as always, Matthew Muir. Welcome back to the program. I'm back this week. A few days late, actually. It was supposed to be on the air last Wednesday, but this is a Monday. I'm a little bit better than what I was. We did send out the tweet throughout the week that I was actually ill with flu. Not man flu, but flu. I was ill and I couldn't do the show. I do apologise for that, guys, but we're back here. We're going to do 2 episodes of Outside the Ropes this week, one being tonight, and then we're back on Wednesday for our usual time slot. But I'm here tonight to get some help. I've got some help here tonight, actually. I've got my partner in crime. He's back again. Tony, 2 shows in a row.
Yeah, kind of missed it, so I thought I'll come back.
You know what it is? You get time off work. That's what it is.
It is, yeah, and I kind of did miss it too.
We're recording the show here in my home, and I'm not spreading germs on you, but you're here to watch Raw as well.
Yeah, quite looking forward to it.
Indeed. So welcome back, guys. Hope you are all doing great out there. I do apologise once again for me not being here on Wednesday. We're supposed to talk about last week's Royal Rumble and also Monday Night Raw and talk about some other news that was going on in the world of professional wrestling. But we're here anyway, guys, and we're back here tonight, and we're back on Wednesday. This show's going out just before Monday Night Raw, so if you listen to it tomorrow or before or after, whatever, it's obviously after Raw, so, nothing we can do about that, is there? No. But anyway, before we go on to anywhere in this further in this podcast, we just want to give a shout out to our friends and partners of the show. As always, guys, if you're historians of wrestling, like ourselves and everybody else that listens to this podcast, and you like your history of professional wrestling, go to Wrestling's Past. Wrestling's Past is the location to hit. If you are historians of wrestling, you'd love to go back and check out all the old stories and pictures and much, much more. Go to wrestlingspast.blogspot.co.uk or on Twitter at WrestlingSpast for all your history of wrestling needs. Tony, breaking news today. Before we go, I want to obviously ask your comments on last Sunday's Royal Rumble and obviously last week's Raw, and we'll talk about some of the news that's going around. But the main breaking story this Monday has been the story that broke a few hours ago. Bret Hart has announced on his Facebook page that he has been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Can I get your thoughts?
He's not having a very good couple of years, like I say, he's had a lot of struggles and that,
surgeries and
obviously he's took his strokes and the guy doesn't seem to get a break, and I hope everything goes well for him, and he's pulled through everything else, so can't see why he can't pull through this.
It's sad news. The news broke. We put it out right away as soon as the news broke on our social media feeds, and everybody's been great sending all your love and thoughts towards Bret Hart. He's been diagnosed with cervical cancer. It's not a very nice thing to have. Everybody knows Bret Hart's history, where he had a stroke a few years ago. It's obviously ended his wrestling career with a concussion. He's also had double knee surgery. He's had surgery on his elbows, and now this. The Hart family always seems to get a lot of tragedies, don't they? Like, I mean, obviously with Davey Boy and Owen and Bret and Stu, and it just seems to go on and on. But I mean, Bret's a fighter, and no doubt he'll get through this.
Oh, fingers crossed he does. One of my favourites growing up. So I hope. Well, he's fought through everything else, so I really can't see why he can't fight this too.
Well, I mean, I was reading more into the story, and WWE broke the story, and I don't know why this is true or not, but obviously you get all these websites putting all these stories out and stuff like that, and I hope this is true. Now, I know in Canada, the health system's completely different compared to what it is in the US, for what I believe. Bret Hart will be getting, obviously, his chemo and stuff like that, but for what any medical bills at all, apparently WWE have offered to pay for, which is great.
After all that they've, what he went through with the WWE and stuff, and, that's quite good of Vince to sort of step up and say, well, know something, we're here for you. So that's good to see.
And I hope that story is true, because I read it there just before we come on the air tonight, and I really think it's good. And we've had a lot of people coming in with their favourite Bret Hart memories. Keep them coming in, guys, because we'll keep sharing them with all the other fans, and I'm sure no doubt they'll be talking about it on hashtag Bret Hart tonight during Raw, so obviously we'll send our prayers and best wishes out to Bret Hart, and we'll keep you posted on how Bret's getting on over the coming weeks and months here on Outside the Ropes. Tony, I know we're on Raw, we're over a week late, but last Sunday's Rumble, what do you think of it?
It was okay.
Match of the night had to be the first match of the night, the last man standing.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose. I knew they weren't going to let the fans down.
And he threw a chair and hit him in the face. Chair shot to the head.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like that one we shared on social media the other day where the guy hit the fan in the face with a chair.
It was something like that, though. But wasn't a fan, but yeah.
They beat the hell out of each other.
They did alright, yeah. Fair play to Owens going through them tables like that was brilliant.
That was very, very good. Our good friend, the one I watch every week on YouTube, Pickle Boy, Angry Grandpa's son, got a really good video of front row. Him and your guys at Grimm's Toy Shop, whatever you call them. They were sitting right beside it in the cracking video of him falling through these two tables. That was great, like, but you watch that guy on Twitter or on YouTube, do you?
Yeah, he's so funny. GTS Wrestling, he actually has this whole wee show with his wrestling figures. It's awesome.
Big child.
You can't help but watch it. It's hilarious.
Imagine getting him. Once you get him on the show for a chat.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I'd love to speak to that guy. His wrestling show with his wrestling figures is awesome. You can't help watching, but watch him.
He's a bit of a rebuff, is he?
No, yeah, but
not being marvel.
Yeah, but you know, he makes a good point.
He makes money out of it.
Yeah, and he makes a good point. You know, so what? He's like 27. If he wants to play wrestling figures, he can. You know.
I think he spent too much time in his mum's basement. But anyway, moving on away from that, back to the Royal Rumble in hand. Everybody talk about grown men playing with wrestling figures. There's wrestling figures in my home, but they belong to my son. And don't say they don't belong to me because they don't. Anyway, the Royal Rumble itself was was a decent pay-per-view. But the Rumble match itself for the title, it came true. He turned up. He was number 3. AJ Styles is now in WWE. What was your, obviously I was sitting beside you, but your reaction was priceless.
You know, like hearing the weird music, you sort of knew it was like, you know, who's that? And then all of a sudden,
the reaction was phenomenal.
Yeah,
no pun intended.
It came on the screen. It was AJ Styles, and the place went nuts. And yeah, it's very good to see him in WWE.
And he was in the ring for a while too.
Yeah, but it was weird with Michael Cole actually like commentating on it.
He went for his finishing move, the Styles. What we watching TNA?
Exactly, it was really weird to begin with, but he didn't get eliminated straight away, and I think they picked the right person to eliminate him with Kevin Owens.
It'd be a possible feud in the ring.
Oh, I would love to see that in WWE. Be great.
That would be awesome. But yeah, it was great to see him appear at the Rumble, and the winner of the Royal Rumble, Mr. COO, Mr. NXT himself, now a 14-time world champion, 2 behind his mentor, Ric Flair, Triple H.
1 behind Cena. How does that work out? Like, Triple H has been there a lot longer than Cena. But then again, he did swap the tights for a suit. So.
But now, all seriousness, good decision by the company to put the title on Triple H, or do you think it's just a desperation move because of all the injuries?
I really can't say anything bad about it because Triple H is like one of my favourite of all time, so.
But I mean, do you think? I know. All that to say, do you think it was a good decision to put the belt on him?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see his promo on Raw after the next night?
No, I didn't.
That was awesome. I'll talk about that in a wee minute. But Triple H wins the Rumble, number 30.
I didn't.
But Brock Lesnar didn't do very much, did he, in the Rumble as well? I mean, the Wyatts eliminated him, but obviously it's going to be a feud leading into Mania now.
Yeah, which I think I'll be quite good, but like I'd see whenever it came down to the sort of final couple in the ring, I thought maybe Roman Reigns was still going to win it.
I thought Dean Ambrose was going to win it.
No, I thought Roman Reigns, this is his way, they put Triple H in there just
because he's the authority.
Yeah, and this is Roman Reigns' way to beat the authority and basically turn around and say, here, I beat you all. I've beat up Vince, I've beat up Triple, but no, it was shocking.
He needs to spear Stephanie.
Yeah, well.
Not in a sexual manner, like I'm trying to refer to, but like physically spear, like
Superman punch. Might do something with that
to
nose.
the teeth. I don't know.
Might do something with that big nose of hers.
What do you mean, Triple H's nose? Yeah. Anyway, but I mean, overall, the Rumble was a good pay-per-view. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a decent pay-per-view. But
Sasha Banks
I was just about to say, Sasha Banks turned up as well, which was got a great pop as well. The Divas match was great too. The whole show was good. But Raw the next night was good. But Triple H started off Raw by saying that, he's the champion. He'll decide how long he's going to be the champion. He'll decide who'll fight him at WrestleMania. And he told the whole roster that they had to prove themselves, which they did do. And then at the end of the night, it got to the point where Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose were on a rampage, basically beating ass and putting Rusev through tables. And then Steph came out and announced that it's Fastlane and it's going to be a triple threat match between Brock, Roman, and Dean to face Triple H at Mania. Who are you going to go for in that one? To be honest with you, I don't think Reigns is going to win it.
Give Dean Ambrose a push.
No, turn Dean Ambrose heel and kick that big, long, greasy-haired son of a bitch's ass.
No, I really want to see Dean Ambrose. Like,
The fans are
Get
booing
his.
Reigns out of the building. Everywhere he goes now, they're booing him. But it's like a John Cena thing. They just latch onto it and go, oh, well, everybody else is booing him. We'll boo him too.
yeah, it's not. It's
Or turn Reigns heel. People were saying about Reigns turning heel too.
no. I want to see Ambrose go to WrestleMania and actually drop the Intercontinental title and go and actually win the World Heavyweight title.
Well, for what I've been hearing, apparently Dean and Roman have went to WWE. Powers of being said that them two would love to have a match at the big show because they're best friends and they want to have a big match at the big show. You know what I mean? And have Triple H versus Brock. My if it was me booking it, I would personally make Brock Lesnar win. Make Dean or Dean or Roman turn heel. Possibly Roman turn heel. Eventually snap. Have them two fight at Mania, maybe over the IC belt. Then have Brock versus Triple H. Seth Rollins come out and screw the Authority out of the title. And that would be a way for him turning face, coming back and punting the Authority in their place and turning face.
Or just bring back the Shield. Let the Shield, reunite at Mania. Destroy the Authority and just stand at the
Well, they could
end.
do that as
would be
well, where
awesome.
they could have it where the Shield comes back and just obviously Rollins is well ahead of schedule, but he'll not be fighting at Mania. But what a way to screw Triple H out of the title, eh? Help us, even if Roman Reigns does win, help Roman Reigns win the title.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
But they need to get rid of the Authority. The Authority is starting to get boring now.
It's like a corporation, though. Well, then again, the corporation wasn't.
But it was good then, it's not good now. But anyway, last week on Raw as well, we had the return of The Rock. Where he came back and he was taking the piss out of the Miz, and he was taking the piss out of the Big Show, and he had the Big Show, Big Show crying, and he had a wee thing with Lana, and then he came out and he had that thing with the Usos and the New Day in the ring. It was good to see The Rock back though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, but see, whenever that big black truck pulled up, I was like, sort of expecting Austin to come out of it.
But it was Miami. Come on, it had to be The Rock.
I know, but The Rock shouldn't be driving a big truck. The Rock used to be riding in limousines, and
But he's not like that anymore.
What happened to him?
Did you see the magazine he was in, the Muscle and Fitness magazine?
No, but what was he holding, a jar of steroids?
No comment. Speaking of magazines, I've got another announcement to make later on regarding a magazine that used to be on the shelves, but it's now an internet magazine with a lot of used fans that are all listening, obviously know.
I think it's going online now.
It is, it's awesome. But overall, Raw last week was a good show. The Rumble was a good show. Overall, it was a good week for WWE, and the ratings were up as well on Raw, over 4 million.
Jericho and AJ had a great match on Raw.
Yeah, I was just about to say, AJ was on Raw too. Great match with Jericho.
That was an amazing match. That was very...
Dream match, pay-per-view quality.
Yeah, awesome. I always wanted to see it finally did.
Now we hear about tonight. This is Monday. Raw tonight. Brock Lesnar apparently on Raw tonight again.
Oh, God, I have to listen to
Oh, come on. Suplex City, bitch.
I know, but Paul Heyman, he just needs to F5 him repeatedly through a flaming table.
Or what we said on the Royal Rumble pre-show about that doctor about Daniel Bryan.
Or put him back into the wild. He's a walrus. Let him swim free.
Raw tonight's going to be a good show, guys. Hope you enjoy it tonight as well. We'll be talking about it on Wednesday's podcast as well. Now, we did mention we were going to talk about this on the last Wednesday's show, but obviously I wasn't here. Austin Aries in WWE as well. What is going on? All these guys are jumping from TNA to WWE. Is it now like WCW? They're all jumping out of the sinking Titanic and going to the refuge, the savior of WWE. They're all heading there now. Austin Aries debuted at an NXT taping. You saw the debut?
Yeah.
On YouTube. WWE announced it. No, and also there's another announcement as well, which we're going to announce very, very shortly, about the other Japanese star who's now jumped from WWE to NXT. The Bullet Club is basically all jumped across now to WWE as well. All these guys are jumping across. It's great.
Yeah, but
Who do you thank for it though?
Triple H. Who else? Vince. Vince did back in the day, but now he just doesn't have a clue. He's probably got Alzheimer's and can't even remember where he put his pain medication. But yeah,
It's about medication that he gave Linda during WrestleMania 17. I remember he had her all drugged up in the wheelchair.
that's probably the way he is. He's to throw a bottle of water over him before he goes out.
Wake up!
But no, it's kind of the only real thing that really annoyed me was James Storm. He sort of jumped and then he went, yeah, well,
More money in TNA. I know it sounds silly, but that's what it is.
Yeah, I know, but it sort of was really exciting to see him, and then he just sort of, yeah, bye. But Austin Aries, I can't believe he's in WWE.
What a dream match if he had been still around, him and Punk.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say there. Yeah, CM Punk and Austin Aries, that would have been an awesome match.
Mm-hmm. But it's good to see though. And long may continue. All the Japanese stars are coming over too as well. So it's brilliant news. So it is. But last week we were supposed to mention as well on the show that it was the 23rd anniversary of the passing of Andre the Giant.
Wow.
23 years, January 1993. Raw wasn't even a few weeks old when he passed away. And I remember actually watching the
Was he
announcement.
ever on Raw? No.
I think he was once. No, or was I? I don't think he was. I'm not too sure. I'm about 99% sure, but I don't want to give a good answer in case I'm wrong. But
I can't remember.
it's hard to believe it's been that long. Like
That's
he
all.
holds the record for drinking the most beers at a sitting.
Oh God, I wouldn't like to try and drink with that guy.
I saw him once in person, 1991 in Belfast. You were only about 2 years old at the time, and they were in Belfast at the King's Hall doing a show, the European tour, and we didn't go to the show.
What did you think? The King's Hall got an extension, but it wasn't. It was just Andre Jan standing beside it.
They were on the bus, him and Jake Roberts at the back playing poker, and I remember looking at our dad and went, "Why are they in the bus together?" So it was always the bad guy, good
Yeah.
guy. And then they get off the bus, and he was smoking this big Jan cigar, and I mean, I've seen the Big Show, I've met the Big Show, I've had photos taken with the Big Show, I've played poker with that big man as well, so to say, and the big son of a bitch still owes me £10 from that poker bet that night. But anyway, Andre was bigger. Andre was huge, so he was in 91. Huge, big man, but 23 years gone.
Yeah, I heard it. He sort of done a stink face one night, and he sort of followed through.
Yeah, we want to talk about that. It's disgusting, but yeah, it's hard to believe he's gone 23 years. All
Every time somebody mentions him, that image just comes in. Oh no!
in the singlet. Other news this week, Diva news, Nikki Bella has had her neck surgery. Video on WWE.com, she's had her surgery and she's at home now for about 2 or 3 months. John Cena, I know you're yawning. I'm not particularly a big fan of hers either, but we do wish her a speedy recovery back into the ring. Anyway, moving on. More injury news. Gee, what is going on with all these injuries? Now apparently reported Alberto Del Rio and Sheamus is injured as well. What the hell is going on with all these injuries in WWE? They're all falling apart. They all seem to be shoulder injuries as well.
No, I think Alberto's his stomach cramps. Have you seen the weight that guy's lost from being in Mexico? But yeah, there's maybe that's why they need to start bringing guys up like Joe and Balor and guys from NXT. That Sami Zayn, for instance, bring him up to the main roster.
I
As
forgot
well.
his mention. He was in the Rumble last week.
Oh yeah, he was. I actually forgot about that. Yeah, but he didn't last very long.
One of the very little surprises at the Rumble.
But no, they sort of need to start bringing those. But then again, if they brought the All Emmons up, who's going to be the head guys in NXT?
Still more guys in the Performance Center. Still bring up more indie guys, but there you go. But no, it seems like everybody's falling apart. I mean, you look at the list at the minute who they have injured. Daniel Bryan, Orton, Cena, Rollins, Sheamus, Alberto. The list goes on and on. There's so many.
That's terrible. WWE, maybe Vince is
The main event the main event for WrestleMania is going to be Stephanie McMahon versus Becky Lynch. In a hardcore cage match.
That'd be awesome.
On fire.
That is ridiculous.
No, it's crazy.
Why is there so many people getting injured? What is Vince doing? Throwing bricks at them as they're coming through?
I couldn't tell you. Making them bump on concrete. Speaking of injuries, Daniel Bryan, again, he's in the news this week. There's talk of him he is going to be at WrestleMania this year. What? Them doctors, seriously, let the guy wrestle. He's been cleared by so many doctors. Let the guy wrestle. He needs to fight. The fans want to see him. He's busting to wrestle. He's going to get to the point where they're going to end up bloody releasing the guy, and it's going to be the biggest mistake ever. Get the guy back in the ring. Let him wrestle. Let him have one last run. See how he goes.
Go to TNA.
Don't say that.
Daniel Bryan and TNA. 5 fans sitting shouting yes.
Horrible. But yes. Anyway, more injuries. Moving away. WWE 2K16 fans out there. I know you're one.
I was going to download it. It's not fair. I'm still tempted.
Right, but before you go into your rant, and I took your mic away there from you. So, yes, the downloadable pack. What's it called? This pack? It's called.
It's Future Stars.
Yeah. If you've got PS4 or Xbox One, don't download it because apparently it wrecks your save file on your hard drive, and it could affect your console because apparently there's a few glitches in it. And WWE 2K16 themselves, or 2K, whatever you call them, sports, whatever it is, have announced that for the meantime they're encouraging you to actually not download their product because it's like a glitch or something. I don't know what it is. But if you're a fan of the game, if you have the game, don't download the pack. And don't you encourage the media to download and break their PlayStations and Xboxes?
I'm still tempted to download it. It's only a PlayStation at the end of the day, you know.
What do you like, Angry Grandpa? I'm going to take a hammer to it. Thinking that there. But apparently, just keep checking out 2K's website. Apparently, it should be fixed this week, apparently. So, but there you go. Rusev and Lana news. Now, I told you this here before we come on the thing today. Apparently, Rusev's in hot water with WWE now over a personal spat with Lana in an airport. Apparently, Lana shouted at him and screamed at him in an airport, and word got back to the WWE officials because Rusev didn't get in her face and all and be aggressive and all towards her. They looked at it as a way of him being weak and not standing up for himself, and apparently now he's in the hot water. It's just like an John Morrison and Melina incident, is it?
This is ridiculous. They're human. They're going to have arguments. Maybe he cheated on her or something. Vince doesn't know. And she was yelling in his face and he felt guilty, so he didn't want to say to him. And,
or maybe she told him what her and Rock really did.
Yeah, exactly. It's why would you, maybe
John Morrison,
trying to avoid arguments.
It's like the whole story with John Morrison, sure, with Batista and Melina. Apparently, Melina had relations with Batista behind his back, and because Morrison didn't confront him and get in his face about it, Vince saw it as a sign of weakness and thought, "Oh, well, you're just a little pussy, so you're going to be at the bottom of the rock." That's just ridiculous. Vince wanted you to be like 300-pound story going around beating women and being hard as hell.
That's not right. Maybe Rusev has done something silly, and maybe he's been in a grumpy mood and said the wrong thing, and she's been the same. They're human. People argue. Get over it. Don't flip and bury the guy for it.
Oh, I don't know. It's ridiculous. But anyway, moving away. I want to give out some shout outs to some of our good friends here at the show. PW had a great show last night, apparently, in Belfast. They had a great turnout as well for their recent show in Belfast last night.
Champion at the minute?
PW's champion, as far as I know at the minute, is Tron. I haven't read the results from last night, so don't quote me on that. He's also will be appearing in another company very soon, which we're going to talk about in just a wee second. PW had a great show last night. That's prowrestlingulster.co.uk. Also, wrestling.ie have been very quiet at the minute. I don't know why they have any more upcoming shows. Check out their website, wrestling.ie. Celtic Championship Wrestling's doing very good business as well. Over the Top Wrestling had a show there at the end of last month, which is awesome. ICW from Scotland are coming here to Belfast the 26th of February. I have emailed them asking for requests for interviews. We're still waiting.
I want to meet Greedo. Have you ever seen him?
Oh, yes.
He's a legend.
Get an interview with him?
Oh, I'd love to sit down with that guy for an hour. It'd be so funny. The guy would have you in stitches. He runs about in his wee singlet and his wee hat, and he's like a numpty, but he's quite funny.
No, ICW are coming. And apparently some guys from PW are appearing, like Tron, and I think it's Omen. Because he made his debut on PW last night as well, so he did. Oh. Omen is a good character as well. Joey Cabret, who was signed up to a WWE developmental contract a few years ago, so was Tron. So check out all those recent promotions here in Ireland. Also Mainstage Wrestling, Five Factory Pro Wrestling as well, IWW Wrestling as well. They're still about too. And also most importantly, our good friends of Wrestling's Past as well, and British Wrestling Radio. Thank you guys for all your kind messages to myself on Twitter and emails about my interview with Dino 2 weeks ago on British Wrestling Radio. Thank you so much for all your messages. It was really good to see as well. And also thank you for all your personal retweets as well on the tweet that I sent at the other night with my lovely little daughter holding her Bailey and Natalia figure. So a lot of you fans from outside the ropes were retweeting it and sending me some nice messages towards my little daughter. So thank you so much for all your feedback and comments over the last few days as well. And that tweet got so many retweets because Natalia sent lovely messages to me, and also so did Bailey. So again, I know obviously they won't hear my message, but I'd like to thank them anyway for doing that. But I think before we go on here tonight, Tony, is there anything along the WWE at the moment? Because a lot of people have been sending us different things about WWE, about different things that are getting on their nerves at the minute and things like that. Is there anything in particular in WWE is really pissing you off at the minute? Because there's a lot of people sending emails saying they're pissed off with the booking, they're pissed off with certain guys not getting pushed, they're sitting sick and tired of, some people actually saying they're pissed off with the network. Anything in particular WWE at the minute is pissing you off?
No. I've given up complaining now. It's just, it gets to the point where you can't keep fans happy because, if Daniel Bryan was still wrestling, he didn't win a certain match, the fans are going to hate it anyway and go, oh, it was a crap show. But if Daniel Bryan comes out on top at the end of the show, everybody's going to go, oh, it was an awesome show. So you can't really win all the time. It's like, you can't keep everybody happy, so they're trying.
You're trying, but it's nice. This is the big time of the year. This is where we're now heading into fast lane, which they said they're going to make it into a big show, and then they're going to try and.
I hope AJ's at WrestleMania though.
He will be.
I'd love to see Styles making his WrestleMania debut, and not in a ladder match or something stupid. Give him a singles match. That'd be awesome.
Dream: Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Austin Aries, Finn Balor. What do you call them guys? The New Yorkers. Enzo and
Cass.
Big Cass. Who else have we got down there? Bailey, Sasha Banks, all the good diva wrestlers. Orton to be back. Austin to appear. Brock Lesnar to appear. Triple H, The Undertaker. All those, just to name a few, at WrestleMania this year. Good card.
I think it would be kind of basically a sort of TNA's crap type of thing. You know, we've got your stars. Put AJ, Samoa Joe, and Austin Aries
In a match.
triple threat match.
No. Bring in Christopher Daniels and we'll have Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, and AJ Styles for the hell. Bring back the hardcore title.
That would be a kind of a kick in the nuts.
Or the light heavyweight title.
It'd be kind of a kick in the nuts to Dixie. How we stole your wrestlers. What are you going to do about it?
You can't afford it. Anyway, guys, we're going to hit the road here. Big thanks to Tony for coming in tonight for another wee chat. Again, I apologise for last week. I'm not being obviously up to scratch. I'm almost 100%. I'm getting there slowly but surely. But I will be back 100% on Wednesday to talk about Raw and obviously all the latest news and scoops going on in the world of professional wrestling. So, guys, hope you enjoy Raw tonight. I know I will. I know we will, actually. Sorry, not myself. I'm going to hit the road here. So, enjoy tonight's Monday Night Raw. Whatever else you're up to. And from myself and Tony, Alzy is back here on Wednesday. Same time, same place for another edition of Out of the Ropes.